Well, once it finds its rock star, time for the grand old party to get a new game plan because Democrats continue to tap into technology, social media to reach younger voters and cast a wider net. And this chat the president had today on the housing site Zillow was just the latest example of that. The two young conservatives telling the grand old party to get hip and learn from that. Charlie Kirk and Kayleigh McEnany on that. Kayleigh, you're saying that, look, the technology's out there. Folks your age are all over it. And you're wondering why your party is not.
Absolutely, Neil. Just look at the facts. 10 of the 11 closest Senate races, the winner was on social media, spending more on social media. And the Republicans are so far behind. In 2012, they spent just 3% on social media and new media. And Obama outspent Romney by 10-1. Those are startling statistics, and the GOP, my party, needs to wake up and realize winning an election in 2016 is not the same as winning an election in 2004.
Very
Bottom
interesting.
line.
But, you know, Charlie, there's more attention lately to the Republican Party protesting, you know, CNN or NBC for allowing a special on Hillary Clinton to be made, a biopic, whatever they want to call it, and less to maybe them finding their own rock stars.
Right, and I think the GOP has some great stars that are emerging, Rand Paul, Ted Cruz. But what I want to see, and we can kind of look historically at this, I want to see the GOP rising stars go on places like Comedy Central, MTV, or the late night shows. I mean, back in 1968, when President Nixon wasn't President Nixon, he was candidate Nixon, he went on Laugh-In,
That's right.
and that really personalized himself.
Sock it to
and
me.
I think that's something...
That was before
exactly.
you were born, young man, before you were born. But, you know, Kayleigh, maybe there is something to that. Now, I've seen... the former president did actually speak there, but one of the things I've seen is Chris Christie venture into those venues, whether appearing on networks you would consider not typically friendly to conservatives or Comedy Central for that matter, and it hasn't hurt him. Did they have to risk, more Republicans have to risk doing the same?
Yeah, absolutely. It's about creating a broad stroke network of going on alternate cable networks, going on these comedy shows, and in addition to that, harnessing social media the way the Obama administration
What is social media that they have to focus on?
Facebook, for instance. 80% of people can't go 24 hours without looking at their Facebook. Obama knew that, and he took advantage of it. His campaign was so targeted and so zeroed in with Facebook, where it would literally tell a supporter, go and talk to your 10 friends in Florida who are teachers and talk to them about the teachers union and how I'll be there and I'll support them. So zeroed in and so targeted, and our party needs to harness social media that way.
All right, well, we're already knowing from Twitter and a study that was made that people who tweet each other back and forth during a live broadcast, that broadcast ratings will be higher. I don't know how reliable the study is, but it gets back to the point, Charlie, that there's nothing to lose venturing into this technology. How do Republicans do it?
No, there's nothing to lose, but to kind of go off the other point, you know, amongst young people, Facebook is even getting outdated. I mean, the Obama campaign is continually ahead of the curve. They're using websites like Reddit. They're investing times in Vine. And that kind of innovation way of looking at it is what the GOP needs to do, because even Facebook, that sounds good, but that's getting outdated amongst the younger generation. They always need to be 2 steps ahead. And I think it's kind of interesting. The GOP tries to be the party of innovation and business. Then they should take that model to the way they run their party and be more innovative than the left, and that hasn't been the case the last couple election cycles.
You're nodding your head.
Spot on, Charlie. We've got to be innovative, you know, be who we say we are.
Well, I've heard of this internet. It's going to be big. But really, guys, thank you very much. And good reminders all. Get with it or lose the whole thing.